Hi, and good evening. For those of you who don't know, my name is Anjelica. I run the podcast, If Not You Then Who. On that podcast, I have series, few of which are called Conversations with My Friends, and then of course, the ever baby of mine, Latina Leadership Series, in which I highlight Latina leaders in my community and yours. Shit. I'm trying to figure out how to put this into words that that don't make me sound like a complete idiot, let's be honest. Currently here in Arkansas, not technically, but basically by myself. The last time I was by myself away from home, in my home, surrounded by like people that I know intimately or closely, which I'm basically saying I never left Houston, whether to live anywhere or to like visit somewhere else on my own. The only time I did that, like I said, was years ago when I was pregnant with my son. So being alone like this in a different state, away from family, I would say it's hard, but I think you know that I'm trying to say that. But it's a lot. So Juan is currently back in Houston. He flew there. He's only going to be gone for 2 days, about 48 hours. So the rest of today, the rest of tomorrow, and he's arriving the next day at 10 o'clock. So yeah, over 48 hours, but he's gone. I'm not technically alone. I'm here with my son, who's home with me, but I mean, he has his own life, and ever since he started school 2 years ago, he kind of has been very independent, doesn't rely on us at all for anything. Like, he doesn't stay home. He has his own car. He gets around on his own. Like, he's currently not even here in the house where he's at. I think he's working out or something. He's a good kid, and he keeps me updated to like, in terms of like what he does. But, I don't have that. He's an adult. So there's no me like, hey, come home. Hey, be here. Hey, you need to, do this or do that. He's his own self. His own self. Oh my God. I'm searching for words in my head, and I swear to God, I'm trying to like vocalize what I'm trying to say and how I'm feeling. It's just not coming across, and I apologize. But I really wanted to do this because if I don't do this at this moment, if I don't record like what I'm experiencing and what I'm doing, I don't know if I'm going to have the chance again to do this. And so, right now it's like pretty early. It's around 4 o'clock. Juan just left a couple of hours ago. So I'm still kind of like, okay. But I know it's going to get difficult later tonight. As I said, I'm not here completely alone, but like outside of Edgar, I don't know anybody else. Like, I don't have any really like family here or any close friends here, or I haven't made close friends here when I feel like I can like in a case of emergency, yeah, but I don't think having a panic attack is like an emergency. So there's not really anybody I can call to be like, why am I going to cry? Jesus heavens. I don't have anybody here that I can like be like, hey, I'm here. Can you help? Type of thing, like I would in Houston. What the hell's wrong with me? Come on, Anjelica, breathe. Okay, so this is the first for me. The last time, like I said, it was when I was pregnant with Edgar, and I think I did a bus ride down to like Laredo, to like other family that I wasn't really close to, that I definitely couldn't go knock on the door and be like, hey, I'm having a panic attack, or hey, I'm not okay, or hey, I don't feel okay. The last time I like did that was with family. It was in Laredo, but I'm here technically alone. Like I said, technically and untechnically alone. Edgar's here, but completely independent young adult. I mean, he's still my son. He's obviously, I have a very close relationship with my son. I swear to God, I'm searching for words. They're not coming to me, because I'm trying to get over this emotion, and this is hard. So today, like, I'm okay. I'm fine. I know it's going to get hard like later tonight. And then the sad part is that when I think about like, oh, will I be able to do this? Say like Juan was gone and Edgar wasn't here. Would I be able to do this? And I'm not sure I can. I'm not sure I would be able to. Most likely I wouldn't. Like if it happened today and Edgar wasn't here today, there's no way I'd be able to do it like this. And that's the sad part. And that's the part that makes me like, not sad. It's just not sorry for myself. Just like unfortunate, you know? So I know I'll be thinking about that a lot later tonight, that I can't master the art of being alone. What the fuck? I tell this to my son and my husband. Don't let my tears make you feel sorry for me. Or my snot. These are just hurdles. These are just like pain points of mine. Fuck. And I'm trying. I'm just lucky today that Edgar is here today. Lucky, right? I guess it's just a realization of what life has been for me for the last 15 years. And I guess that just brings up like a lot of emotions. Like I'm just mad and frustrated and angry. And not even just at myself and everything, all of it. I wish I could just do what everybody has suggested I do. Pray it away. Or just suck it up. Just do it. I wish I could. Fuck. This is the hard part, you know, and I knew that I wanted to. Oh my God, I'm going to be exhausted later doing this shit. The thing is, if I don't do this, if I don't get the emotion out like this, my emotion will manifest not in a good way. Not in a good way. So I guess I'll share this with you now. A couple of weeks ago, well, let's start it from the beginning. A couple of months ago, I went back to therapy. I went back to try to do cognitive behavioral therapy, and it was fine. It went well. But then there was an issue that came up that I couldn't shake. And it was one of those issues that has come up for me before, where I think about something or someone, and then I can't get over conversations that I have, or I can't solidify like what my relationship is with either the person, the situation, or whatever it may be. Like I can't put into emotion like how I feel about it, so I obsess about it. And I knew this was a problem like way since who knows when. And this conversation here has actually come up with other therapists. If I have an actual, I know I have a disorder. Is there a name to my disorder outside of having depression, clinical depression, and obviously anxiety? I knew I had underlying issues. I knew there's actual there's more to it. There's more to my story than what I was just trying to fix. And hitting those underlying issues and putting a name to them is hard for a lot of people, and it is hard for me. Hard for a lot of people. I'm part of those people. So I went to therapy months ago. And then I kept trying to bring up this topic, and I couldn't, because I didn't want to like talk about the issue. I didn't want to talk about the problem. I didn't want to talk about the issue. So I kind of said, hey, listen, I told my therapist, hey, listen, there's something that's been bothering me for a while, and I really want to talk to somebody about it, or I really want to get like a much better introspective professional opinion about this. So she happily asked me what it was. And without devouring too much, I told her this is kind of this is the overall spectrum of it, because I won't go into it in detail. Oh, this is the overall spectrum of it. And she said, oh, okay. There's a specialist, you know, I think you need to see her. I was like, okay. she specializes in OCD. So they had a conversation, and I seen the specialist, and she was like, "Oh, ever considered that it might be obsession compulsive disorder?" I said, "Yeah, kind of." Psychiatrist had pointed it out like a week or two prior to that. No, asked me. I said, "Well, I don't know. I'm trying to talk to somebody, but before we proceed with something else, let me continue down the route that I'm going before you prescribe me anything, because I definitely want to make sure that this is what it is." After a little bit more of discovery, I kind of knew already, like in the back of my head, because I had heard the topic come up years ago in passing, being asked, "Do you consider it might be upset?" And I was like, "Look, I'm not trying to open this Pandora's box of this. I want to fix my anxiety and my depression. This is too much that I can handle," because I couldn't. So anyway, like I said, with this therapist, after a little bit more discovery, she's of course an expert and she has much more years on that field. She said, "Yeah, I think so. I think here are some books that you need to start reading. We need to start getting on a session we can start opening up to this and start having those discovery conversations and sessions." That was before I left to Houston, and I haven't gone back to that therapist. I mean, I'm okay. It's book. Sometimes I'm scared to know how much of it is actually, how much of it is the disorder and how much of it is me. The problem is they're both me, right? But I'm trying to separate them to see which one I can, I feel like there's two sides of me, right? There's me prior to knowing that I have OCD and me now knowing that I have OCD. I'm trying to merge them. And it's hard to know where and how to do that. Again, please, the tears are nothing. These are, they are what they are. This is the way I deal with my emotion. So I haven't gone back since then. Psychiatrists, they've given me medication. I haven't taken any because, again, I don't know. The part of that is like I don't know if I want synthetics to like change my mood. Synthetics, outside sources, nothing that I can create myself. But there are some things chemically imbalanced that I can't create myself, which is why synthetics are there. I haven't taken anything. I'm still like kind of sitting on it, and I've been keeping busy with. I love what I do, so I don't even call it work. But I've been keeping with work and with the podcast and making sure this is still, I haven't recorded really in a couple of weeks because I don't know. I do want to, but I kind of like lose touch to things, and I just haven't really had anybody on. So I'm just using old episodes, and that's the good part of doing things like this, and the support that I have, that I can keep releasing, pieces of old episodes. But I want to get back to like recording regularly, expanding the conversations with my friends and the series itself, because I love them. And I'm trying to get there, I don't know. Maybe all of this just came down, and maybe it's like the true to the times. I don't know. What did that meme say? If microwave is in retrograde. I don't know. It's October is usually pretty tough time when the seasons change for people. There's a lot of, I don't know why people just like kind of just like unbalance. I know there's a lot, so I'm kind of, like on that wave. I'm riding that wave too right now. And then this whole like being alone thing and not accepting that if I could be here alone completely without Edgar being here, would I be okay? It's a lot. It's a lot. Maybe I need to go back to therapy session because I'm like using this as a therapy session. Good fucking God. Oh my God. Okay. I'm going to stop here. I'm going to be back for sure because Edgar works graveyard shift at security down the street at one of the community colleges, and so I have to. I'm gonna be here completely alone overnight, so there's that. Completely alone in the house by myself in a whole different state where I can't drive down the street or walk to my mom's house or my family or my friends. I don't know my neighbors. Fuck. Okay, I gotta get off of here. So I'll be back. I'll be back tonight. I'll be back tomorrow. I want to record this journey. You're gonna ride the way with me, all right? I gotta get back to work too. There's some shit I gotta go do. Okay, bueno. Oh my God, I gotta go clean my face. Okay, I'll talk to you soon. Bye. Hello. I'm back. It's the same day. I had to leave because I knew I had to go and like preoccupy myself before my son went to work. So I was like, okay, I need to get out of the house before I like overthink myself and buy some stuff to like make a quick project that doesn't take a lot of like effort that I can do. So I went to, where do you go when you need to go to the store kind of late? Go to Walmart. When I picked up went to the fabric section, picked up some tulle. I wanted to make some Day of the Dead like crowns. So here, impromptu little haul. Grab these little zip ties, well, several zip ties and several colors. What is this? This is called wire. The Anjelica. Super glue. I want to show you everything, but there was some really cute stuff. So look at this. Neon colored zip ties. I was like, this would look really pretty. I don't even have to paint these. I just add them to like a headband really quick and boom, you got some neon colored head piece. But I mean, like just random stuff. I just wanted to be really creative. So I just got like a bunch of things that I can just add to the head crowns. Rhinestones. Anyway, okay, so what is she talking about? What is she doing? I'm trying to preoccupy myself. That's what I'm doing. I'm trying to make sure that I don't... I'm sorry for the deep, heavy breathing. I literally walked in the door and walked in here. I was like, okay, I got to record before I forget. This might be one of those videos where, like, I just keep updating you. I just keep you updated, tapped on to see what it is that I'm doing and how this, like, 60 hours of what I feel like is going to be alone for me. So yeah, I think the last conversation I had, I quickly talked to you about, oh, there's my phone. I quickly talked to you about my recent diagnosis with OCD and the weather changing and how it affects people's moods. And it's a thing. It's like a real thing. I remember when I used to work security at a high school, that was one of the things we would always laugh at was, for whatever reason, like kids are more, like teenagers are more susceptible to like time changes. It's true. Like, it's true. Usually right around this time, we'd have like fights break out, or we have kids who like completely like that don't usually do things will like do something like, I don't take drugs, like carry weed, have a fight, or argue with like a teacher, or like go off on somebody. And we'd always have to like, the front office was always filled with kids getting in trouble right around this time. And of course, it's right around this time where the holidays kind of start approaching and everybody kind of feels that effect of it. And I definitely do. And for those who don't know, my sister's passing was, I don't even remember the date. I do. December 9th. She passed away. So like these months, like leading up, she was like really, really sick. And so these months leading up to that time, I get like like I feel it, like I don't, it's in the air, like the time it gets colder, it changes. And I know that it's like right around this time that my sister just got it, like her health just declined like fast. And it was hard definitely for everyone, but more specifically, like I just remember my mom throughout it. Like she didn't sleep, she didn't exactly recover pretty well at all from my sister's death. She her health declined, but she never like bounced back within that like time frame of like those few months that my sister was sick. Like my mom's health just took a toll, and she never bounced back. I don't think any of us did, but my mom definitely, I don't know, it was my mom's worst moment, and I remember that. So why do I bring this up? Well, earlier, after I recorded this, I went back to my computer. I worked a little bit more. And then usually what I do is I take these small breaks, set a timer on my phone, and I watch a video just to like distract myself, like to pull away from what I'm doing, to give myself some time to breathe really quick. So I watch YouTube videos. And on some of these YouTube videos, I've been down this rabbit hole of watching women documenting their journey through cancer. And one of the ones that I watch is Tiffany Thinks. I know she's in Europe. I think she's in England. And she's going through like her cancer journey with stage 3 of colon cancer, I think it is. So I watch her because I wish my sister would have documented her series. What is she fucking saying, Anjelica? Tiffany Thinks is the one documenting her series. Like she's documenting her, I don't know why they call it a series. She's documenting her experience, documenting what's happening to her and what's going on. We don't have much of my sister during that time. And I don't know, it just takes me back to that. And I watch it because I feel like people should be watching things like that. I don't know, it makes you understand how fragile life really is. So I don't know, I think it's a reality check for me when I like watching on those. And then there's times where I have to like stop watching, or I have to like pull away for a while because it becomes too much again. Because of my sister's journey, and it becomes too much for me, and so I just like I have to stop. So I stop. But long story to say this, I lay down and I set my timer and I started watching some YouTube videos, and of course hers came up and I watched it, and there was a portion. Actually, I want to play it. She had just did her biopsy, and she was like under the effects of anesthesia and pain, obviously, but right about at 10 minutes. I'm breathing really heavy. I'm sorry about that. I just want you to hear it because I think she, excuse me really quick. Let me, come on, skip ahead.
Good morning, my loving.
She says, let me pause her. She says, let me just let you hear it really quick. And then I'll tell you why, like I just started, I sat up and I just started bawling. Hold on.
One that I can just press anytime I want it. Just press it.
So this is her waking up from anesthesia.
To keep me in today because of the blood.
I want you to listen to what she says right after this.
Keep me here, which is good because last time I don't know how I managed it. I love you all so much, okay? You're never alone, you will always have me. I've been sleeping.
When my sister was in the hospital, she went downstairs. She like got away from the nurses. She went downstairs. She went to the little store they have, the little gift store, the little store they have where you like buy flowers or items or things that you need, or like drinks or like snacks. My sister went down there and they had these like memorables, right? And my sister grabbed 3 little angels. And on the one she gave me, it said, "You're never alone." I lost that angel I'm sure I put it away, and I don't even remember where I put it away. I don't remember a lot from that time. So this angel, after she passed away, I took it on the road trip with me to the Grand Canyon. And I just held on to it. And I remember being at the Grand Canyon. I just looked at it again. And I remember on it said, "You're never alone." So when I heard Tiffany Think say that, "I love you, just know I'm always with you, you're never alone," like I just started to bawl, right? Because I'm telling you, I'm going through this experience, right, where I feel alone. And it was like, it was too much for me at the moment. And I just started to bawl. And I was like, God, what am I doing to myself? But I needed to hear it. And I just thought I would share it with you because maybe you need to hear it too. So anyway, it's about 10 o'clock. I'm sure I'll be back. But in the meantime, I'm going to go and try to distract myself. And my hope is that I fall asleep or that I get tired enough that I just go to sleep and that I have pretty vivid dreams. And sometimes I get very horrible vivid dreams and I wake up like huffing and puffing, like very, like the dream is way too real for me. And it becomes too much. And I hope that I sleep well. And then if I do wake up like in a frenzy that I wake up when my son's already home, that I'm not doing it like on my own, like at 3 or 4 o'clock in the morning. So yeah. If I don't talk to you later today, I'll talk to you tomorrow and I'll show you what I created maybe, or, I'll let you know how I slept. But like I said, my hope is that I come back in a few hours and I keep updating you because this is a first for me. This is definitely a first experience. Again, it's been years. Yeah. All right. Talk to you soon. Bye. Hello. It's gonna fall. Hold on. Give me a second. Ouch. What do you think? Looks cool, huh? Can you see it, kind of, sort of? Okay, so I just wanted to come on here and share with you, like, what I've been up to for the last 2.5 hours. Son las 12, for those who don't know Spanish, like I do, because I learned to count. 12 o'clock, it's 12 o'clock. And this is what I've done so far. I knew I wanted to keep myself busy, so I knew I was going to do something like just try to stay creative with my hands or something. I'm going to give you a close-up so you can see it. Thought it came out pretty. It's those zip ties, the neon zip ties. And I had some rhinestones. Hold on, let me show you. Ow. Pretty, huh? Look how pretty. She's pretty. Of course, I just need to take off all these little strings from the hot glue. Let's see if I can get in close and get you a little close shot. I thought it was pretty. I thought I would show you. Okay, let me show you the next one. I'll put my hair down for this one. It's a little more sturdy. A little more small. Definitely something like more for like a kid. See it? Kind of, sort of. That's what I've been up to for the last couple of hours. Let me show you a little close-up. Just in case. It's pretty. It's pretty. The camera doesn't know what to do. It's focusing on me. It's focusing on the crown itself. Focusing back on me. Anyway, that's what I've been up to for the last couple of hours. I thought I was gonna keep my time occupied, and I have a little bit. I got a little bit of tired, and I was like, you know what? I'm gonna go out to see if I can like just try to sleep, maybe. Probably watch just a few videos, fix the bed, and then go to sleep. At least that's what I'm hoping I do. Of course, my mind can have other plans, but yeah. Thought I'd just come back and say hi and just show off the stuff that I've created so far, and probably do a little bit of that tomorrow too. Yeah. And then I have a whole full other night of this too tomorrow. So I can't do it all at once. I mean, but I have the habit of doing that because I really like to keep busy. Hopefully I can like spread it out a little bit. But so far that's it. That's hopefully that's the end of Friday night, going into Saturday. I hope not to see you at least for the next 12 hours. Come back maybe in the morning, say how you getting, let you know how it went. If not, if it's absolutely just gets to be too much, I hope to come on here and just vent a little bit, and hopefully that's okay. Bueno, I don't see you later. See you mañana. All right. Hello. All right. So, yeah, it's the next day. I'm in a pretty good mood. It's the next day. It's 1:00 p.m. I woke up. I actually fell asleep last night. I think it was like about uno y gacho, like one something. Definitely not two, but it was definitely one something where I just I was watching videos and I just kind of turned over and I fell asleep. And then usually I don't get like that much sleep throughout the night. But I woke up right before 9 o'clock. So I got a good like 7 hours, 8 hours. Is it 7 hours? 8 hours? Fell asleep like right after 1 o'clock. Woke up at 9. So yeah, about 7 hours. Yeah. I usually I try to go to sleep. Sometimes it's difficult, sometimes at my best. At my best, but it's been wild these last couple of months. I'm sorry, not like a couple of months, like last couple of weeks. So I haven't been sleeping all that well. But I got some really good sleep last night. So I woke up this morning and I was like, you know what? I'm gonna keep working on those headpieces that I said I would. So I did. I have some new ones today. The kid is asleep, so I definitely didn't want to walk around the house way too much. Oh, it has a lot of the glue. These are that little thing fell off. Okay, they're almost done. I just have to fix them and to be able to wear them and clean them up a little bit so there's not glue all over it. Okay, let me show you. So this one I still have to make sure I get something that holds this up because it's a little floppy, but let me show you. On Tray Cute. It's definitely more festival style than it is to wear all day. So let me give you, ouch, messing up my hair here. Give you a little close up. Get cute. Come on, camera. You were doing it earlier. Oh, camera. Okay, you see that? It's cute, little rhinestones at the end. And then this one was the one that I was definitely most excited about making. Like I said, there's a little rhinestone that fell off, I think, off of this one right here, right up here. That's okay. I'll just reinforce it with some super glue. Clean it up a little bit more, but this one did take me more time. Here it is. Let me take off these headphones. What do you think? We're supposed to be going to a dinner, a reception gala type of thing pretty soon, and it's Day of the Dead reception. And I was like, you know what? This is perfect. I'm wearing this. I don't know if anybody else is going to like dress up, but I am. It's Day of the Dead. So I'm excited about that. Let me give you a little close up. Get cute. Oh, come on. Camera's not doing its job. But it's cute. It's subtle. Like you could still see it. Like, you know what I mean? It's not as obnoxious as the last one. It's definitely something I can wear all day. But here is it again. Yesterday's, these are like a little neon color, kind of the same little concept. Yeah, I've had fun. I've spent a lot of time making these. So I'm just happy. That's it. Today I'm hoping to like keep busy. So tonight I don't have to, so tonight's not difficult for me to like continue, worrying. I wanted to get up earlier today and take off and go like out and about, but, I didn't. Maybe tomorrow. I might do it tomorrow, but not today. I didn't do it today. Today, I hope the kid wakes up pretty soon. We go have like maybe lunch or something and hit the streets, just go do stuff. Today's Saturday. Today's the 29th. It's like, so there's a lot of like Halloween happening, like things. And that was the whole point of being here. In Arkansas, that was the whole point of being here in Bentonville, was that it's such a family like place that there's a lot happening, a lot of festivals, like little pop-up places that they're like doing stuff. There in Houston, they always do stuff. But here, it's definitely much more like family friendly. When it gets dark, people still kind of like stay outdoors for kind of not up to no good. Not that, I don't know why I said that. But basically the point was that here there's like a lot of little like pop-up things that we can go to, that we can visit, that we don't feel like it's, that like they put it on really quick and like, so sorry about that. My camera just like rudely interrupted me. Just cut me off. It's like, you're done. No, I'm just kidding. Okay. No, what was I saying? I was saying that, I think I was giving explanations to like why the hell I was here and why I was trying to spend time here for Halloween. I wanted to be here for Halloween because the kid is here and I definitely want to spend Halloween with him here. But more so, that I was trying to get up and go out and do stuff. I definitely want to, like I said, hit the streets, make sure I keep busy, so like that I'm not like in my head all day today. But I should wait till he gets up a little bit. Because if I hit the streets on my own, I'm not going very far. For those who don't know, I'm very limited to like how far I travel on my own. Literally, like I'm very much designated to like a couple of mile radius. Don't drive on the freeway. I try to avoid like passing or like crossing over like big streets, like 4-lane streets, because it's just a lot of traffic on there. And it makes me nervous. So I'm trying not to do that. Actually, what I was trying to do is tonight, right before the kid goes to work, or as he's going to work, I'm going to see if I can go and maybe catch a movie on my own. Oh, I would really love that. I would really, really enjoy that. I don't want to Uber there. I want to drive myself there. Theater's not that far from me, so it's doable. It's definitely possible. It's just I have to get the courage to do it. So we'll see if that happens. But I'll check in with you maybe later, if not tonight, but hopefully later. I hope you enjoyed some of these like little crowns that I made. Yeah. Hola, hola. How are you? All right, I'm back. I am back. Which one am I? Hello? Oh, there we are. There we are. Okay. I'm back. It's Saturday. Today Saturday? Yes, today it's Saturday. I think I spoke with you earlier today. Did I speak with you earlier today? I did, because I said it was 1:00. So it's later in the day. It is, oh my God, you know what? And I'm actually enjoying doing this. Ya son las 9. Excuse me. Freaking allergies, man. It's later in the day. What did I say? It's 9:00. Okay, so me and the kid went and we had, we just hung out today. Went to a thrift store. We went to Dillard's, Marshall's, went to go eat. I mean, we had a really good time. So I'm really happy about that. Usually lately, because he's like a little bit older, and you know how that goes. They get a little older and they under the impression that they know more. And sometimes some simple conversations turn into like full on fights. And not fights, but like just disagreements to the point where, tolerance, we don't see eye to eye. And so tolerance is not very much given. Sometimes even on my part, where I'm like, I'm not listening. But yeah, we hung out to check out my shirt. How cute, huh? These little, like, check out the earrings. What do you think? Okay. So anyway, we went to go eat. We had a really good time. We came back. I've been in the mood to just like organize my stuff, because since we got back from Texas, like about a week ago, everything's still been sitting in suitcases. I brought a lot more other stuff with me. I'm trying to put it away. I'm trying to like organize it. And turns out I have a lot of things. But yeah, I'm just organizing, trying to get myself together. Again, trying to keep myself occupied. But so it's going to be 9:00. The kid goes officially into work by 10:00, which means I have another night alone. Today, though, there is a movie that I want to go watch. If you're thinking, what movie? Anjelica, how the fuck are you going to get by myself? I'm going to drive there by myself. We have a movie theater that is about 2 miles away. As you know, I have a very small radius of how far I drive. 2 miles is pushing it. So, yeah, I'm going to drive myself there. I'm going to watch a late night movie. I hope I get there. I want to share this because two things are going to happen. Three things. I'm going to drive there and I'm just going to be nervous the entire time. Uber myself back home, leave the car there. Or two, I'm going to cry and not make it. Or three, I'm going to make it with some anxiety, because anxiety is going to happen with some anxiety, but I'm going to go anyway. So we'll see. We'll see. The movie starts like around 9:40. I'll start making my way there about 9:15, 9:20. Again, 2 miles. It's a 5-minute drive. I definitely don't want to like overextend like my time out, because I don't want to be nervous. Usually, like yesterday when I went to the store to buy like some items to make these crowns, I was very aware like of my surroundings. I was very aware of like what I was doing. And I knew that at any moment I can just put my things down and just like leave the store. And here's the thing. I hate doing things like that. I get very nervous around, oh, no wonder I'm like a little like, I didn't even put on the ring light. It doesn't matter at this point. Okay, anyway. So, sorry, the light changing is all over the place. I apologize. I forgot to turn on some lights. Okay, so anyway. So yesterday I was very aware of my surroundings. I was nervous. So one of the things that I don't like to do is like leave immediately, or leave the space that I'm in like something's wrong. Because I look suspicious. I'm going to be really honest. If they like ever pulled me, and I'm always worried about that. If they ever put me into a room to like, because they suspect that I'm stealing something, probably because I look like that. Like I look like that in real life. I look like I'm like looking around, and I'm like, again, I become very aware of where I'm at. And so I'm always looking at my surroundings, not intentionally, but because it's just the way I function. When I'm nervous, and when I'm alone and out and about, I am nervous. So I look like I'm up to no goddamn good. Like I'm looking for people who are like, it looks like I look like I'm stealing something, and I'm so afraid that they're gonna, like, if I ever do that, like I just kind of like abandon my shopping cart and just like run out of the store. I'm always afraid that I'm gonna, I don't know, that they're gonna pull me into like a little room and be like, "What'd you steal?" type of thing, you know what I'm saying? And then I'm that kind of person too that has a bad habit that when I buy stuff, I put it in my purse and I never take off the tags, and I'm like, oh my God, they're really gonna think I'm stealing. Like, I'm so afraid of that. Because I do that all the time. Like I'll buy like a coin purse and I'll just put coins in it and stay it in my purse, and the tag is still on it. No real reason. I don't know why. I just don't like cut it off. I don't know. I don't know. Bad habit of mine. Anyway, so I am always afraid that I'm going to get like pulled into a room and be like, harassed. And here's the thing. I also know that I've been followed in the store before by like, loss prevention because I look suspicious. I know I do. And also I hate to be like this, but it's true. The brown skin doesn't help either. That I get followed around. As a kid, like as a teenager, this has always been a thing. So, and then with like my nervousness, like apparently I'm bound to get pulled into a room to ask what the hell I'm stealing. Like, I don't know why it's going to happen. I just feel like it is like, and you can't tell me any different because I've been followed by loss prevention. Like they like go around me and around me and around me. And I'm like, I'm not doing anything. I'm just like habitually like just a nervous person. I'm sorry. But yeah, anyway, so there's that. What was I talking about? Hopefully, if this makes any of the video, if this makes any of the podcast, can you tell? Like, I'm in my feels. I'm in a space. I'm in a place of like, my mind is just, you know what I'm saying? Topics have been coming up and I'm like, oh, here we go again. Same old. And then eventually you just kind of get used to a situation, which is not good, right? You get used to like a circumstance and it's just, that's life. So anyway, where was I? Yes. So 3 things are either going to happen if I go to, I was going to say the grocery store. No, if I go to the movies by myself. I've gone to the movies before by myself. I enjoy my time with myself. Like I enjoy the time with nobody around me. I really do. I've done this before where I've gone to the movies. I think I went to work with my sister one time and there was a movie theater like maybe 2 blocks away and I just like drove there like behind the streets and it was fine. It was perfect. Nothing really much, not much, happened then. So, and ever since then, like if I ever have an opportunity to like leave where I'm at to go and spend time on my own, I do it. But I haven't done it here. Like haven't gone further than like the super Walmart down the street. That's like maybe 2 miles away. And it's because it's not because it's close, but because I can go through the neighborhood and get there. You know what I'm saying? Or to like the little downtown area, or to like the sushi place down the street that I can just drive to really quick, or a couple of like a bunch of restaurants and a bunch of like coffee spots and like I can get there. But this like movie theater, it's like across a 4-lane big street, a very busy street, a street that is traveled on a lot. I have to cross that and then cross over another big street and then over the freeway. And y'all know how I feel about that. Too many variables, too many things happening all at once, right? The lights, people, a lot of cars, and I'm driving a vehicle. All of that combined causes a lot of anxiety within me. So anyway, yeah, entonces I guess I should probably, yeah, it's already 9:00. So I should probably go and get ready, and start making my way that way. I'll come back and let you know how it went. Hopefully I'm okay. But either way, I'll let you know how I went. All right, I'll check back in. I'm back. It's 12 o'clock. I'm back from a very emotional movie that I just watched. Teal. Is it Teal? Just making sure. Oh my God, it was intense. I was like, so I did. I made it. What? Let me start there. I did. I went. There was all of like 4 people in the theater with me because I seen like one of the last showings. And I watched the movie Till because the kid wants to watch. Something in Paradise with me tomorrow. So I was like, oh, okay, well then I'll watch the movie Till on my own. Really, really intense movie. True story movie. 14-year-old son Emmett Till brutally lynched in 1955 after visiting his cousins in Mississippi. And the whole thing was about justice for him. I mean, the story is intense. The involvement of the organizations that it's an incredible movie. It's an amazing movie. As you know, I'm in my feels, so that just like it. I was the whole time I was like tense, because it was a lot. I was like, oh my God, if I couldn't, intense. And yeah, it was just, when you watch things like that, it puts a lot of things into perspective, and it's a short reality check, right? Makes you think. It was amazing movie. It's one you should everybody, they should make it a mandatory movie to watch, like in school type of thing, but I wanted to update. So I made myself to the movie theater. I drove there. Not a lot of anxiety. Probably because it was late at night. For those who, I was gonna say for those who don't know, nobody knows this. I'm very comfortable more so at night, like when I'm kind of like doing my own thing. So a lot of the driving around that I do, like when I push my limits of like how far like my distance is, it's usually at night because there's less drivers, and I'm comfortable at night because you can't see much. Like if I'm having a panic attack, not a lot of people can tell if I'm having one, like in the car, or you know what I mean? Like I feel like a little bit more like invisible at night, which is where I feel comfortable. So, but yeah, not a lot of anxiety there. Obviously, there's no traffic. There's not much going on, and I knew there weren't going to be a lot of people that, like later at night, at a showing like that. Here, at least in Houston, for sure, there would have been people. People in Houston love their like night owls, so they go to late showings. So, but yeah, it was intense movie. There's parts that I feel like I missed. I feel like I have to go and like maybe research like the what would you call it? Like research like the sort of like the history of it and get to know more information on it to like really understand it, because it caused an impact on me. So I was like, okay, I need to know. Like I don't even know the story. Like, okay, I need to like know more on them. Maybe the young man himself, his mom, the organization that NAACP. Jesus heavens, Anjelica. I feel like I needed to know more on it for me to like completely grasp it, and then rewatch the movie. So yeah, I think I think we can, I don't even know where to go with this, because I just, like, I'm overwhelmed with it. Yeah, I don't know, I feel like I'm trying to talk to you about both things, right? I'm trying to talk to you about the story itself, and then I'm trying to talk to you about, like, what's, like, how it went for me, like, being there and stuff. But because it was an intense movie, I do have to go and, like, unwind, kind of put that in, like, put it down, like, on a piece of paper, put it on my desk somewhere, like, put it in my pocket and be like, okay, I need to wind down. Like, I need to come back from that, because it is an intense story. When I do watch things like that, they tend to, like, seep into, like, into thoughts, and they, it can, like, have, like, an intense reaction out of me. Like, if I go to sleep, like, I'll like, like, it'll, like, be part of my dream or something like that. And that's what I definitely, I don't want to do that. I don't want it to be intense for me. So but I don't know how to, like, it's so, like, I have the bad habit that if it is like something that has affected me, I'm all over the place with this. I'm trying to explain something. Like, I'm trying to explain that I'm not trying to go lay down and go, like, read more on this, because I just think it's going to be too much for me, and then I'm not going to have, like, I'm going to have a tireless night. So honestly, I don't even know what I'm going to do, because I want to go research it. I do want to go, like, read on it. But then I'm like, Anjelica, it's going to be, like, intense for you. So maybe not doing that tonight is a good idea. So anyway, enough babble with me. I'm back home. I'm here. Let's see how the night goes for me. Yeah. See, I'm already thinking, like, I'm already trying to, like, remember parts of it, and I'm already trying to be like, how did that happen? Like, I'm trying to remember some of it, so, like, that when I, like, is it or trying to remember, like, names and what, like, part they took in it, so, like, that when I research, I know who's who, and, like, what they did, like, around it, like, around, like, part of the movie is based on a true story, right? So it's based on true events. So I'm trying to, like, remember people's names, so, like, that I can put names to them. So I know when I go back and research them, I know what part they took in that, like, that realm of history. Probably shouldn't do that. I might just go rewatch the movie. I'm probably just gonna, like, okay, Anjelica, sit with it, rewatch the movie, at some point with, like, maybe Juan or Edgar, and then, like, then go into, like, divulge it and do my little back and forth, and try to, like, put events and dates to things, so, like, that I can, I don't know. I don't know why I do that. I don't know if anybody else does that, where you, like, hear a true story and you go and you, like, research it on your own later, just so you can better understand it. I'm babbling. It's late. I need to go lay down. I was going to say good morning. It's not the morning. Good afternoon. It is son las 12, yeah. So it's 12 o'clock. I had a rough night. I was fine until my stomach started to hurt. Doesn't help either that I'm, like, dealing with seasonal allergies. And is it for those who have seasonal allergies? The only reason I have seasonal allergies is because I'm allergic to dust, like, what do they call them? Dust. My what is it called? The little tiny, like animals that live like in dust. I'm allergic to them. So basically my bed, like my mattress is like trying to attack me. Basically, it's what it boils down to. Mites, dust mites. I'm allergic to dust mites. Dust is everywhere. Can't run from them. Anyway, the reason that I get seasonal allergies is because my allergy to that, it kind of flares up during the time that the season changes. So anytime it rains and like pollen is like in the air, I get all stuffy. Or when the season changes, so usually all October. So as I was saying, I had a rough night. Because of my allergies, I get like flare-ups. Like I get like my congestion here, and then I get like kind of a little hot. So like I said last night, I don't even know where to start. Got here, I was fine. Whatever it is that I ate last night at the movie theater did not sit well with me while I was trying to go to sleep. So literally, I was up to like about 2:30, 3 o'clock, trying to get some rest. I think I finally fell asleep. I woke up like around 6 as soon as the kid got home. Couldn't go back to sleep. I mean, I think I was up to like 7:30, 7 something, and I couldn't go back to sleep. So I think at this point I was forcing myself because I was tired. So kind of like just close my eyes and hope for the best. I did. I managed to go to sleep, woke up around 10:30, and I've been in bed since then. It's already 12. It was a rough night. Like I'm still feeling really congested. I'm still feeling like my stomach is still not well. It's not like it's funky. I should have probably sat up so my all of this can like drain down, which makes my stomach upset because of all that drains down through my throat and into my stomach, and it like creates acid, and it's like a whole thing. Okay, so my stomach is just not going to sit well for a while. Oh my God, all that to say that I had a shitty night. But I did manage to get some sleep. So usually when I'm like in physical pain, I get anxious. So I was really worried last night that I was going to get like uncontrollable and it was going to be too much. But I managed, as good as I could, which was terrible, but I managed. I don't know why I didn't like take anything from my stomach. I just like go with it. But yeah, so, today Juan gets back today. Hopefully I can come on here later with him. But maybe before he comes on here, maybe I can check in with you because maybe he might be like tired, from traveling. Gets in tonight around 10 or something like that. And then we have a really busy day tomorrow. Tomorrow's Halloween. So we have a really busy day tomorrow. Yeah. And, just hoping everything, like, I don't know. I just wanted to check in. There were going to be two different, I knew it was going to be two different nights. I know my nights are never the same. Like around like this allergy season, my nights are never the same. And I knew it was going to be a little difficult. Maybe. I thought maybe, but sure enough it was. Let's see. Is that it? I think I'm going to take it easy today for sure. I'm going to try to do as little as possible in terms of like work. Try to organize myself because I haven't been able to organize myself. I need to organize like my makeup, my things. Like I need to organize myself. Like I need to, but I still do have some work to do. So that's on my plate also. This is going to be a busy day. And I still have like to go wash my clothes. Anyway, yeah. I don't know what I think I'm giving you my to-do list at this point. That's it for right now. I'll check in with you later. If I don't check in with you later, hopefully Juan will come on here. But thank you. I think looking forward to like watching or doing this right here has definitely helped me. Kind of keep myself accountable a little bit. Keep myself like okay. Like there was like a follow-up, that I had to keep going back to. So I was like, okay, I've already done this part. I need to follow up with this part. I already done this part. I need to follow up. So coming on here often, like, definitely helped me. look forward to like, okay, I needed to do this because when I come on camera, I have to say what I did. And sitting there doing nothing doesn't exactly sound very appealing. It doesn't sound very exciting to people who hear me. Like, yeah, I sat there for like 10 hours doing nothing because I was just anxious all day. No, like I was like, okay, I need to keep busy because for my sanity, for my sake, and for the fact that I want to come on here and be held accountable to myself and to those who listen. So thank you. Thank you. Even if this makes absolutely no sense to you, thank you for even listening to it. But with that being said, I will be back. I'll check in again. And hopefully Juan can check in with you and he can tell you like what his thoughts were when he left, or maybe he didn't even think about like leaving me, which is probably why. No, I'm just kidding. I'm kidding. Okay, I gotta get the hell out of here before I start talking shit. All right, bueno, entonces we'll see you. I'll see you in a little bit. Hello. What time is it? 6 o'clock. How are you? All right, I'm back. My day turned out okay. The rest of my day turned out pretty okay. I just wanted to come on here and just like say, hey, that I'm okay. I'm fine. The last couple of hours I've been cleaning, picking up, organizing, doing all the things that you do on a Sunday to prepare yourself for like the week. I hate doing it on a Sunday because I hate preparing. I hate feeling like there's an end to something and a beginning to something else. Like I don't like the feeling. I like a continuous feel to like life. You know what I mean? Not beginning and like anyway, I'm rambling. Okay. So today it was good. It was good. I don't know if anybody else is like this when they organize and like they're in like their own space. They get in their own mind. I do that a lot, which is where a lot of the obsessing happens. But I just wanted to come on here and maybe talk about it a little bit. I've had some very interesting experiences lately as I'm getting like back out there in the world and beginning to build my career again and beginning to like gain acquaintances, friends, business friends, do business. A lot happens around that space. Clear lines are blurred sometimes, and then sometimes clear lines are definitely defined. But within that space of all of it, I've noticed that I feel like I've grown for sure, but I don't feel bad about my growth. Sometimes I used to question my growth. I was like, is it fake? Is all of it fake? In part, some of it is superficial. With a lot of things, they become superficial. But outside of the superficial, I feel like I've remained honest with myself. And I mean, there's still times where I feel guilty and bad for pretending or for exaggerating or for holding back, especially, or for overreacting, underreacting. I feel like the last year and a half for sure, I've maintained honest with myself. And I've tried new things, and it's been an experience, and I'm trying to enjoy all the experiences without overthinking them, which is hard, right? Because when I first started this, I opened up and I basically told you about my OCD. But I think remaining honest with myself has definitely helped. I've been thinking about that a lot. How the life kind of sort of, what life has led me here is definitely not, I mean, God, made 10,000 mistakes. I just was saying that I've been like, honest with myself. And I'm trying to be as honest as possible with like the rest of life and the rest of the people that enter my realm, being very gullible in the sense of like, I want to be open, vulnerable, I guess is a better word. I hate pronouncing that word because I don't know how. and just experience life without regret. And I understand that what that means now. I mean, it's so fucking cliche, right? But I understand what they mean by that. Is that did you say what you wanted to say? Did you give what you wanted to give, and did you get what you wanted to get? So life without very little regret, and just being like, I don't know, just being present. It's definitely a goal of mine, is being more present in the experience, because I'm not going to be able to experience, these things again. So I want to be present in the moment. Me and Edgar were having a conversation the other day, and I was like, hey, was I present? Like I wanted to make sure that I was there for you. I was like, I know, like, maybe I wasn't like functioning and present, like my mind wasn't present in the moment, but I definitely wanted to be visibly there for you. I was like, was I there? And he's like, well, Mom, ask yourself, do you remember me a lot in your, like, my childhood? I was like, yeah. He's like, well, you were always there. It's like, okay, good. At least I did that. Could I have been a better mother? Absolutely. But I keep being reminded by people too. It's like, Anjelica, you did the best with what you could, with what you had. And I was like, absolutely. But I feel like I could have done more, So I'm not trying to like overdo this. I'm just trying to experience it. Anyway, so I'm going to go have dinner with my son. We're going to go pick up Juan from the airport. And yeah, hopefully me and Juan can like finish this little experience out, this little podcast out. Not sure how long it's going to be, but hope you enjoyed it. See you soon. Hello.
Hello.
Hi, baby.
Hello.
Welcome back.
Thank you.
Did you see the things I made?
Huh?
Did you see the things I made?
Yeah. They're Day of the Dead things. No?
Crowns.
Crowns?
They're supposed to be flower crowns, but they're just crowns.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Keep attacking me with your...
I'm sorry. They were on your chair.
Oh.
Okay, Juan. So this is it. This is the last little itty bitty thing that I said that I was going to do on here. So since you've been gone,
Mm-hmm.
I've been coming on here and recording myself
Mm-hmm.
For the last like 2 days. Since the day you left, basically. Talking about this is my first time ever like staying away, like not being in like close proximity to like family. Besides the point that Edgar being here,
Yeah.
but outside of that, I've never been technically like alone.
In a whole other city.
Yeah, and
Or
especially another state without you.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely not outside of a city,
Mm-hmm.
not outside of Houston without you, but for sure, not a state.
Mm-hmm. And then? What did
And
you
then-
record?
Just my experience.
Oh.
So
What was it? Good?
Mainly good. But the first night I fell asleep. The second night I told you I went to the movies by myself.
Oh, yeah.
And then I ate leftovers. You know how I am. I'm cheap. I took some of the food, our leftover food from Olive Garden, and I tried to eat it later.
Oh.
And it made my stomach upset.
Oh.
And so I just had like an upset stomach that whole night.
So you were up all night?
No, I fell asleep like around 3 and then woke up like around 6 when Edgar got home.
Mm.
And then, when Edgar got home, and then I tried to go back to sleep for a couple of hours.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So this was the last part of like...
Yeah, I kept saying that I was going to bring you on
Oh.
as part of like the ending piece to it.
Oh, okay.
So he's
So
back.
legit.
He's
I'm
back. You're back.
What, like a whole what was it? It wasn't even 72 hours. It was like I left Friday, right? Friday, and I came back today.
Yeah, something like
So
that. Get close to me because you might not be in frame.
Oh, you can't hold me with the chair.
I know. Just a little bit. Just as close as possible. Sorry. Did I get your finger?
No, I'm stepping on my microphone or my thing.
Okay. So, but yeah, so Juan is back. Were you worried? Were you worried?
A little bit. I was like texting you like, hey, how's it going? What are you doing?
You didn't text me that much.
No, because I figured like maybe you were like busy too. Like you were like maybe you were trying to like make an experience of it or something.
Make it an experience.
I don't know. I figured like, I guess I'm used to like, I'm like, if you need me, like you'll call me. And so I was like, okay. So that first day that you were, I text you and we talked at night, and then in the morning I text you and I was like, hey, because you said you weren't sure if you were gonna sleep.
Yeah.
And so I was like, hey, he's like, how did you sleep? And then you said you slept good.
Yeah.
And I was like, okay. And then I was like, and then today I was like, well, you know what? Like, I don't know because you said you weren't sure if you were gonna sleep because you've seen the movie and you said it was like intense.
Yeah.
And I was like, well, maybe she didn't sleep. So I was like, So I was like, oh wait, I didn't call you or text you in the morning because I was like, maybe she like had a hard time going to sleep. And then when I text you later in the day, it was just kind of like, oh, when I was at the storage unit and I was like sending you a picture.
Oh yeah. That was the first message.
And then I was like, and then you didn't respond, so I was like, okay, well, she's probably like out and about with Edgar or something, or I don't know. And I was like, well, she'll text me, or if she doesn't text me, then I'll like, when I'm at the airport, I'll be like, hey, I'm about to go back.
So, but was there any like, because I don't know. I know this is all just like me and I'm in my own little world, but do you ever feel like, worried about me, or do you ever feel like you kind of like my experience might be horrible? Do you ever worry about that?
Not now, no. I think it's funny because I was talking to Christina and we were talking about
Christina is my niece.
We were talking about flying and because we were talking about my flight or whatever, and we were talking about you. We ended up talking about you, and I was like, yeah, I was like, once we start flying, it's gonna be easier. Like we'll be able to come back and forth. And then I was like, she was like, yeah. She's like, you just gotta give Anjelica like, put her to sleep or something. And then I was like, no, actually, I think she's working her way up to it. I was like, I don't think it's gonna be that long before we're flying.
Oh, what did she say?
She was like, really? And I was like, yeah, I think so. Like, I feel like she's been working her way up to it. So I feel like you're in a different place. So I feel like I don't feel like I worry the same way that I would have like a year ago, 2 years ago.
Yeah, it's funny you put that time frame because I did the same thing.
So
what do you like? I'm not sure what changed.
I think it's been a lot of things, no? I think it's been a lot of things, but I think it's like maybe that you've been doing a lot more, and I think that maybe you just feel more confident in what you're doing, and I feel like mainly that's it. Like maybe it's like you don't doubt it as much anymore, or like you don't doubt situations a lot. Yeah, you're just like, okay, okay, that's what I need to do. Okay. And so I'm like, okay. So that's why I was like, that's what I told her. I was like, I don't know. I think it's gonna be soon. I was like, I think it'll be soon. Like I'm not expecting it to be long.
I hope so. I hope so also. Like I'm not obsessing about it. I'm just letting things lead up to it. If they do lead up to it, if it happens, it happens. If it doesn't, I'm okay with it. Yeah, but I think that's the best way to I feel like that's the best attitude to have is like to just be like, let me let it happen naturally, as opposed to trying to force it, or as opposed to trying to you know what I mean. And I feel like I feel like a lot of it has been gradual. So it's all been one thing, like one step and then another step and then another step, and so I feel like there's like you've been on this progression, and I feel like that's the next thing. Maybe. Like one of the next things, not immediately the next thing, but I feel like in the progression of things, all things considered, all things go the way that they're supposed to. That things I feel like you're headed in that direction. I don't really doubt it. We'll see. We'll see. We'll definitely see. I definitely don't want to get myself anxiety over it. Oh no. Well, I'm not trying to force you. I know. Let's go fly tomorrow. I know. But it's so much easier. It's so much more convenient just to the only inconvenience is having to get a car there. Like if we're there for a long period of time. Yeah. But other than that, I was like, it's I literally got on it takes an hour and a half to get over there, and an hour and a half to get back. So you don't even have the time to watch a full movie. Yeah. So it's been It was definitely an experience for sure. Being here, I don't know if I could have done it without Edgar being here.
But that's even that. That's a step. Like that's one. Like that's a step now. Like with Edgar being here, and then later on it might be different.
Yeah, I definitely didn't want to get in his way too much, so he went about his business. He was working out, studying. I still managed. I drove myself to Walmart to get the supplies to do the crowns. I drove myself to the movies to go watch a movie.
So you didn't feel like stressed out when you were doing that stuff? You just felt like, did it feel good to be?
I guess in the back of my mind, I was saying on here that I don't have anybody here that I can like I know people here, like in the case of an emergency, but I don't even think in case of an emergency I would bother anybody here. I think I would in case of emergency would be like calling 911. Like I don't think I would like seek help like that to be like, hey, like you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So there's no real
well, I feel like
sense of family for me here, or not family, like that closeness.
Well, I think you say that now, but I think if there were a real emergency, like I think then I feel like then I think sometimes when we think like, oh, I wouldn't do this and that, but then when something actually happens, and then you're like, okay, you know what, I'm gonna have to swallow it, and I'm gonna have to take the, put my pride aside and be like, okay, hey, I'm sorry to bother you, but I'm reaching out because blah blah blah.
Yeah. Well, here's the thing: like, if something happened like to you, like I know my case of emergency would be people. You know what I mean? But even then, like I don't have like people's numbers.
Well, maybe you should get their numbers.
Maybe I should. But even then, like I don't have their numbers. But I do have in case of emergencies. Like I kind of know people, but I don't think I would bother anybody. And so I guess I'm trying to make like friends like that here. You know what I'm saying?
Well, I think the thing is like, I feel like even if people are not the best of friends, like I feel like everybody's willing to give you a helping hand. So, because I think
but my helping hand is like 2:00 in the morning phone call, 3:00 in the morning phone. Like who the fuck is gonna answer me? They're gonna be like, the fuck is wrong? Lose my number.
I mean, I think like it's not like if it's not an everyday like occurrence or like every weekend occurrence, then I think people like maybe they don't answer the first time, but if you call like back like 2 or 3 times, they might be like, okay, what's going on? Let me answer. What's like, is everything okay?
Yeah.
And I feel like, in a time of emergency, like people generally want to help. People generally want to like do what they can for the situation.
Yeah.
So I feel like, at least for me, like I'm like, I don't know, like when I feel like sometimes I'm like, oh, I wouldn't bother so and so, or I don't want to do this. And then when I really need to, I'm like, well, I guess I'm gonna have to like call or text and be like, hey. And then when I do, like people are pretty receptive. They're like, oh no, don't worry about it, and because I'm really apologetic, like, hey, I'm sorry to bother you, blah, blah, blah. But they're like, no, I'm happy to help or whatever.
Yeah, I mean, I get that, but I don't know. Like it's always like a thing for me.
Like asking for help?
Yeah, and I would hate to. I would hate. Yes, for sure. And 2, I would hate to actually like follow through with it.
Well, I mean, nobody wants to like bother people at 3 in the morning, 2 in the morning. But I think when it's needed, when there's an emergency, then you got to do what you got to do.
Yeah, for sure. I think I would first I think I asked the therapist, and I need to actually get that information. But I think I asked the therapist, is there a place that I can like go and like admit myself like in the middle of the night if I have to, like an emergency type of thing?
Well, I would think like even like neighbors though. Like I would like
neighbors.
Yeah, like I feel like if there was
no way.
Yeah, I feel like if there was an emergency, like, and there was no recourse, that I would go to the neighbor's house and like knock on their door and be like, hey, I'm really sorry to wake you up, but I have an emergency.
Oh my God! No. I'd rather drive myself to the emergency room before I ever do that.
No, I guess I don't know. To me, I'm like, I guess I'm less like I don't know, like I guess maybe I'm like shamed.
Shameless? No, you're not, sweetheart. No, that's probably the right recourse to do. If I knew my neighbor, even if I knew them, I'd be like, oh fuck no, which is probably why I avoid like saying hi to any neighbor.
Because even if I don't know them, I feel like I would still ask, like, because I would be like, hey, like, because I would feel like if a neighbor came to our house and was like, hey, like I have a situation going on in the middle of the night.
But what can they do for you? They don't know you.
I don't know, like if it's something like urgent, like I don't know, like and then you have to play like weird scenarios in your head.
Yeah, if it was something like urgent, like I needed help, like now, then probably, you know what I mean? Like I wouldn't mind like running in the middle of the street and like yelling my head off. I mean, probably I wouldn't mind that. Like if there was something wrong, yeah.
But I guess if it was like especially like I guess if you know like your neighbor's a paramedic or your neighbor's a doctor, your neighbor's like a policeman.
Are they?
No, I'm just saying like if that was the case, like if we knew like a neighbor was like a paramedic and whatever, a nurse or whatever, then I would feel more like if there was a medical emergency, I would be like, oh my God, let me go run and get my neighbor.
Yeah.
Because especially because you know like a lot of times when you call 911, they take forever to get to you.
Yeah. Yeah, probably. Yeah, if there was like an state of emergency, absolutely. Like right now, yeah. But like, for example, like me, where my anxiety gets to be too much and I feel like there's something definitely wrong and I feel like I'm, I feel like I'm putting myself in danger, then I think I would call 911 or I would like drive myself somewhere where there were like, where the better help were, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Where they would be better equipped to like help me as opposed to my neighbor and be like, what the fuck do you want?
Yeah.
But I like if something happened, I feel like then I definitely wouldn't mind bothering the people that I know here, whatever numbers I have here. Hell, I call the chamber of the Bentonville chamber and be like, we met one time.
No, but you've heard of like even people when they have emergencies, like they'll drive to like a fire station, and they'll like say, hey, I need help or something, or they'll like because they know that even though that's not the place like that maybe that would be able to help you, but they have some type of training, they have some type of skill level that they can do something. So I think when sometimes people you just kind of like you got to figure out like what the hell is it in the moment, like your adrenaline kicks in and it's like, okay, well, like it's like you're problem solving really, like it's like, okay, here's the problem, I need to find a solution immediately. What's the closest, what's the fastest emergency, or like what's the fastest like way to kind of get to a solution? Probably
a fire station.
Yeah. So like a fire station,
because I know at fire stations they're there at all hours of the night. So there would be somebody there to potentially like help me, just like, hey, like can y'all just like call or whatever to help me get where I need to be. So like that I can call safe people to come and like pick me up or something.
I would be like, I don't know, to me like I guess 911 is cool, is good to call, but I don't know, like I guess my thing would be like my concern with that. I guess I'm more concerned like if I call 911, are they gonna try to do something? Are they gonna like try to like investigate me?
No, what they do is they take you in for evaluations.
Oh, but I don't want them to do that to me.
But it's probably what you need. Like if like in my case, like that's probably what I need, an evaluation to make sure that I'm not like at risk of hurting myself, and to see and if I am, can somebody pick me up, or what is it that they can do potentially for me. But you're right, they can. I mean, if you are in that harm's way, I think they here in the state of Arkansas, I don't know how it works, but there in Texas, I think they keep you for like a week.
Yeah, I would be kind of fearful of that. I would be like, I don't know if I want them to do that. Yeah,
you definitely don't want to become like the state of the ward.
No, I don't want to be a ward of the state. No.
Did I say it backwards? Good. But yeah, so that's basically. I think we're going back and forth and hear about something completely different and separate, but part of it. But I basically came in here and I talked every now and then in my experience and stuff, and I don't know. I thought that I would end off with you back. So You're back.
I'm back in Arkansas.
You're back. You're back. I just wanted to talk to you about what you thought of it, your experience with it, and stuff like that.
I think it's good. I mean, I think it's good for like not. I mean, I think it's good that you were able to do that, and I think it's good that you were able to experience it, and we were able to like, you know, because I mean that's what one of the things we had talked about when we came over here is like maybe that, you know, if I had to like travel back and forth, that you would like stay behind. And, like, I guess that's what, you know, like, the fact that Edgar's here right now, I think is, like, worked out because, you know, it was easy, like, that he was already here and this and that, so you didn't have to worry about, like, this being your first time, like, you having to, like, be completely on your own.
Yeah, the thing is, the problem is that if he wasn't here, would I have been able to do it?
But then I don't think you should worry about that scenario because I think that's, like, that wasn't the case this time.
I know, but it's still daunting.
Yeah, but like that's the thing though. Like when you're like when it's not just you on your own, then you figure out a solution. Like okay, so if I say like if he's not here, and I needed to go for whatever reason, then we figure out okay, well, what is it that we can do? Like, do we both go together, or does somebody come here to stay with you, or like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, I think, actually, that's probably a pretty good idea to probably get some higher help. Somebody who was like in that industry of like mental health who can probably assist. Like, say if you have to leave or something, you know what I'm saying? That somebody who can help, who is equipped. For that. Actually, that's a good idea. But my second thought was like, okay, I need to figure out how to fucking fly. Because that's probably like my recourse of like, okay, you're gonna go, you know.
But yeah, I think I think like once you do it a few times, it'll be like nothing. Like I think once you start flying and you do it a few times, you get used to like the process. Like I think it'll be pretty like easy.
Maybe. I don't know. I'm already scenarios are in my head, and I'm already getting all like worked up and upset. But okay, so but for now you're back. You're back, and so you're back. Okay, so everything's okay. I just wanted to finish off with you. That was it, baby. Okay. I'll let you go back to that. He was already like down to his like underwear, ready to go to bed. I was like, come record with me. Okay. Bueno, entonces, I hope you enjoyed this. No, sweetheart.
Oh,
I'm trying to like
me to get off the stage.
No, the stage. He's tired. So that basically this is it. This is the ending of the Anjelica Alone in Arkansas saga. This has been my experience. I know at the beginning I told you, and I shared something very not personal, kind of personal, but I shared my diagnosis. So I don't know where I'm trying to go with this. I'm basically trying to say, if you've listened to all of it, if you've heard it all the way through, and maybe you want to share with me or share with others, I don't know, part of this whole like this constant mental health journey that I'm on, that reluctantly I'm on, that it's what?
No, I'm listening.
Oh, okay. This that I'm on, and I'm sharing because I feel like I'm not alone, even though I feel like I'm alone. I feel like I'm not alone. I've heard of other people's experiences by secondhand, which they would say like, oh, I know so-and-so, and it's kind of like your experience. But so I know there's not a lot of, I know there are of us out there. I don't know how many, but this has been my experience. And if you know of anybody, or if you want to share your story, or if you want to, whatever, like I'm on social, I'm all over the place, and I wanted to share my experience. That's it. So with that, I hope you had it. No, I'm still nervous. Still nervous.
Well, I think you should be proud of yourself.
A little bit. I'm proud that I got over it. I feel like now that like you're back, I'm like, okay, I can let the anxiety out. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like I've been like I kind of put a lid on it, I was like, okay, it wasn't pressured, like it wasn't a pressured lid, but it was definitely like, okay, I got to slate this because I got to go and just kind of take care of myself. So I was capable of doing that, which is basically, it's not survival. I guess I was just kind of cruising on it.
Well, the fact that you were able to do that, I think is good. And then that's a big step. So I think I'm proud of you. You should be proud of yourself.
Yeah, we'll talk about it later. Maybe. But
maybe,
and
maybe not. No,
yeah.
but you should be.
Well, thank you. But I'll let you go to bed, sweetheart. I know you're tired. All right.
Night.
Good night. No, okay. So with that, thank you for joining me. Thank you for listening to my shenanigans. Thank you for being here for me. Thank you for accepting the fact that I just got to check in. And the more I checked in, the more I started to feel even better about this. The fact that I record, this is why I say podcasting, this is be doing this, putting my microphone in my face, turning on the camera, watching myself talk, and just let the words roll out, because it fills my sad little black soul heart to the rims of what this is for me. It's genuinely it's a place of comfort for me. So if you listen this far, thank you. Let me know. Talk to us. Yeah. And with that, we'll see you next time.
All right. Bye-bye.
Bye.